It is time! I will bring it down! You will kill it!
What for?
A test. She taught you to hunt, yes?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, guys? I'm Tyzilla83, and we're talking about God of War. As you can see, this game is gorgeous. It looks gorgeous, and it looks like it probably plays really well. The game looks smooth and everything. We're gonna, I was able to dig up some more information on this game. A lot of new info surfaced today. After the E3 events and after everything was after the dust settled, more info came about this game, and there's quite a bit, actually. I'm not going to go over everything. This is from DualShockers.com. I'll have the link down below in the description box for you to check out. But here's some of the things, and this is from God of War creative director Cory Barlog, interesting last name, and voice actor Christopher Judge, who's the new voice actor for Kratos. Let's start it off. Right from the beginning, this is from Barlog, the creative director. Right from the beginning, the team wanted to rip the whole thing up and rebuild the franchise from scratch. They wanted to find all the things that worked and keep them, but change all the things that didn't match the vision of a more intimate view of Kratos' life. So right out the gate, you could already tell when they showed this off at E3 Monday night that they're taking this thing in a whole new direction, and right there he just obviously told us. The team kicked around a bunch of different mythologies for quite a while. The setting that they ended up selecting isn't the Viking era. Before the Viking era, there's the Migration era, and before that, there's the pre-Migration era. It's the era when, according to the Viking gods, or according to the Vikings, the gods used to walk around the earth among men. So really, that's interesting. So just to kind of keep along with some form of mythology, they go with that. I like that. That's a good call. According to Judge, again, that's Kratos. It's the new voice of Kratos. The script of the game is not simply a game script, but is a fully fleshed out story with fleshed out characters that have full emotional ranges. Really interesting. I like that. Barlog mentioned that this is not a new Kratos. Keep in mind, this game is based on after God of War 3. So they are starting from scratch in terms of the gameplay, but in terms of the story, it is a long time after God of War 3. But anyways, he says Barlog mentioned that this is not a new Kratos. He's still the Kratos we know, but he's older and he's looking at life through a different lens. So that's interesting. According to Judge, nothing changes a man more than having a child. Boy, isn't that the truth. And the game also portrays the challenge of finding out how to be a father when you've never been fathered. Obviously, Kratos has the daddy issues, so he's gonna get the joy of being a parent. Isn't that great? I love being a parent, so kudos to them. There are going to be RPG elements. Obviously, we could see that in the demo. And elements and progression, even if it's not yet set in stone how they will materialize. The axe that we saw in the demo has a history. There is a whole story around that connects many characters within the game. I guess that axe is going to stick with you throughout the entire game. Going with a new weapon was a very deliberate design choice because there's a whole new way of controlling the game. Aha! There is a wild new set of controls and a whole new way of interacting with the controller. This had a long development cycle and went through a lot of revisions. That's interesting, very interesting. The team isn't yet ready to reveal the name of Kratos' son, and the whole narrative is set around the idea of teaching. And that's incredibly important to the gameplay. Throughout the entire game, Kratos is constantly teaching his son via banter and actual interactivity. There's actually a button entirely dedicated to interacting with Kratos' son and prompting him to execute certain actions within the game. both in battle and in situations not related to combat, such as puzzles. I wonder if they're even going to go as far as give us like a conversation wheel. You know, like maybe you're going to come across people in the game and maybe your son interacts or something and you get like a convo wheel, like what you get in Fallout. You know, I don't know. So we know that this isn't a true open world game. It's not truly open world. It's kind of, but it's not, according to Barlog. And the game also was not played on any new PlayStation. This was the PlayStation 4 at 30 frames. I don't know that they're gonna, you know, go back and change that, or I imagine they're probably not if they're this far along in the development cycle. So that's it, guys. That's what we're getting with God of War. I'm pretty excited about it. I wasn't so stoked about the frame rate, but you know, now there's still questions as to whether or not is there going to be a PlayStation Neo or a PlayStation 4K version of this game. I'm pretty sure Sony already said that all the games are going to have that option, or all the developers are going to have that options for their game, for their games to have an upgraded version. So that would mean a 60 frame version of this game. So a lot of info still yet to come out about this game, but I figured I would share this with you. Maybe this scratched an itch for you or answered a couple of questions maybe you had for the game. But if not, hey, more detail around the corner. We know that. No official date yet. No official release date yet for the game. So keep an eye out for that. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. So that's it for me. Thank you so much. Until the next video, you guys try like hell to be kind to one another. Peace.
He was staring right at me. How could I look him in the eyes and
Him.
kill?
I thought your mother taught you to hunt.
She did, but I never had to kill him. She always did that part.
Then it is time for you to learn.
Father, look!
Wait for my mark. Relax. Do not think of it as an animal.